You know, we gotta represent. This is Tasha's idea. We gotta represent for my boy Nipsey. Yes, rest in peace to my boy Nipsey. We need to celebrate his life. They took him too soon, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, his death brought people together. So we wanted to start off by just shedding that love for Nipsey, right?
Showing that love for Nipsey.
Love for Nipsey.
Definitely, I have to say that I never knew about Nipsey. I've heard of the name of Nipsey, but I more associated him with London Love.
Right.
Because London Love's my girl. I love London Love. Why am I calling London Love?
I can't. I'm dead.
Sorry, that's what I call myself, London Love. Okay, anyway.
London Lauren.
London Lauren. No, it's Lauren London.
It's Lauren London. Yo,
you got it wrong. It's Lauren London. She be like, how is gonna be my girl?
Yeah, right.
Lauren London.
We have her name all messed up.
Anyway, so yeah, I love her. I just think she's a naturalist. She's just beautiful. Anyway, so I associated him with her.
Yeah.
And I just happened to ask like 2 weeks ago, I was like, who is, you know what I'm saying? I was asking my friend, who's Nipsey? Like, what's she with this Nipsey dude? And then they were giving me a whole background of who Nipsey was and everything. I've never heard his like music until just the other day. Actually, that's what made me, that song right there, that song was dope to me, Dedication. I actually listened to the words and I was like, this song is dope. I actually had it on repeat like over and over again. It made me feel some type of way here. So, but I mean, obviously he's loved by many. Yes. He's loved by many because I've never seen so many people like just go insane for the man. Like, it's crazy. So
I think what it is, because you know, and then I hear a lot of people saying like, oh, people jumping on the bandwagon, right. People didn't know it. It's not about that. Like,
yeah, because I really didn't
know
anything about it. Because just because I'm not
he was mainstream, so, but he wasn't mainstream
right.
At the same time. Right. But like somebody pointed out, a life was lost. So at the end of the day, so what if you don't know, if you didn't listen to his music or you didn't know who he was? Now you know. If you don't know, now you know. You know for real. You know, I got a song for everything. But if you ain't know who Nipsey was in life, you definitely know who he was, who he was in death. And it's not about jumping on the bandwagon. It's about like this man lost his life. The way he lost it, that was horrible. You know, you take his life in front of his establishment, right? And you know, it just was a very nasty way to live. But I seen a video of his mom. I don't know if you saw it the other day. His mom was saying how in his death, you know, as they're preparing him, that you just see a glow. You know what I'm saying? She was like, there's just a glow about him. He looks beautiful, she said. And she was like, it is a sweet aroma coming off of his body. So she said she was like, now his limits, what he can do is limitless now. The people he can touch, the lives he can touch, it has no limit. And that's true. You know what I'm saying? Like,
basically he's still succeeding even though he's not here in the physical. He's basically succeeding where he wanted to.
Absolutely.
And so, but that dude really fought though. The way when I was reading the story of how when he was dying, how many times the guy came back and shot him and they kicked him. You didn't see? Yeah, I seen the video, which is obscene. I've never post these videos, but anyway, I just thought he really was fighting to stay here. And again, I always believe that everything is for a reason. So it wasn't meant for him. It was his time.
Yeah.
And he really fought to stay here to finish what he had to do. He felt that he had to complete.
Yeah.
And somehow God said, you know what? No, what I'm doing with you,
it's bigger than that.
So it really hasn't ended. Even though you're physically not here on earth, it's about, this is where it's just beginning at. So apparently it was meant for him to go because he was hanging on. They said he was still breathing and everything.
Yeah, when his brother talking, he said he was trying to save his life. But at the end of the day, like I said, this also makes me feel so conflicted about like gun laws. You know, I'm a strong person. I feel like we need to get rid of guns. You know what I'm saying? But then when I see situations like this, I'm like, damn, if somebody else, because the reason why the man was able to take his life was because nobody had a gun.
It was all felons.
Right, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is that he shot him and was about to be out. But when he saw nobody had no guns, he turned back and shot him 2 more times or 2 or 3 more times. And then he saw again, like, oh snap, nobody. So he came back, shot him 2 more times, and kicked him in his head and ran.
It's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it makes me so confused now. It's like, damn, like, if somebody had a gun, they could have helped.
Yeah, like his brother said, if he was there, he would have shot him. Like, I mean, again, there's reasons for everything, because it didn't have to happen there. It could have happened somewhere else. It didn't have to happen in his establishments where majority of the people were felons that he had working for him on that strip.
Right.
And so apparently, no one had guns. Because of the law or whatever, but I mean,
and he was out there trying to do a good deed. He wasn't even supposed to be there. I guess a homeboy, a friend, got out of jail, and he went there to go get some clothes for the dude. So he go home, he looking clean. He coming out of jail, he looking clean, and he was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. But again, I strongly believe like you said, his death,
it may have been the right.
It was probably what needed to happen.
So it could have been the right place at that time.
Right, because they saw videos of the gangs coming together and basically putting their differences aside. I mean, I'm not sure if this is going to be a long-term situation, but at least people were putting their differences to the side and was like, yo, we going to represent his life and represent it well.
Yeah, it's not even about that. It's about family in general. It's about the color of our skin, being a minority, and he was trying to do better things for better reasons. So
it's a shame. It's a shame,
but hopefully everybody can take something from this, like he said earlier in his interview that he did. If anything happens, I'm just ride for him, so everybody take a piece of this and keep doing whatever you got to do.
They riding.
So everybody's been affected by this in some kind of way, and so take it and make it positive.
Right, that's it. That's all we could do. So, special announcement. So, y'all know you was laughing?
No, I wasn't laughing.
Y'all know, I've been holding down the podcast, and why you looking at me like that?
Go ahead, girl.
No, why you looking at me like
that? Go
ahead, girl. I can't stare. Y'all know I've been holding down the podcast, and here of lately,
doing a good job, great job.
Thank you. I've been wanting company again. Like, I want my road dog. Yeah, I did miss you. Because the thing is, Tasha and I, as we already discussed in previous stuff, we met on the set of All Because of a Man. If you have not seen that documentary, go ahead and watch it. You can stream it on Amazon. But we met on the set of All Because of a Man. And ever since we met, like, our vibe is like, we just click. Just click naturally. And I love having her on the podcast. I miss having her here, and just having that connection where I can speak to somebody and just be, just all right, just cool. So we decided for Tasha to come back onto the podcast. So she's back, y'all. Guess who's back? So Tasha is back. So hopefully with her being back, it could give more, be more diverse and more opinions and, different setting, environment, and just a whole new vibe to the podcast. And so we can hopefully bring more people in to support us. So, Tasha, though, what you been up to since you've been gone?
Yes, guys. Well, obviously, I've been eating too many Kit Kats and Snickers because I got thinking in the Snickers.
You did get thick. She got thick, y'all. She got thick.
Anybody out there that do weight loss, please hit me up in my inbox because I need to lose some weight. Don't charge me though. I need free right now.
You love free. Nobody listen.
All right, this
is what I'm talking about. We out here trying to be entrepreneurs, and she out here trying.
But y'all take it easy on the girl. Let me see what you working with first before I go to paying them high prices and stuff, honey. Child. Okay, so anybody that workout people.
Listen,
bring them, honey, because I don't want to even work out. Okay, I ain't even trying to hit the gym up. I'm trying to eat all these snacks. But anyway, besides getting thicker than a Snicker, I just had to put my little stuff down. So on the serious note, you know, me and Tasha ways back, I feel bad because I kind of like, you know, skid at a little bit.
She did.
I kind of slid out, but I had so much stuff going on, and I think in life sometimes we need that. You need a mental break. You need a mental break, and I literally was taking on so many things because I'm a believer, guys, that when there are things for you to do in life and people hand out things to you, it's a proposition from God, right? So I'm just like, whatever anybody tells me. If somebody said, hey, I need you to go cut somebody's lawn over there, I don't cut lawn. So if somebody told me to go cut somebody's lawn, I'm gonna do it because this must be some reason why they told me to go there and cut the lawn. So I just take everything that is handed to me because I just feel like so much opportunity can come out of it, and I don't know where it's gonna land me in my purpose, you know, on my journey in life. So I do it all, right? But then there's times too that I just take on so much, and I don't think I kind of give myself time to you know, preparation and plan stuff out correctly. That I just take it all on, and then I kind of just
get overwhelmed.
It's overwhelming. And so yeah, I had a moment where I just had to collect myself, and I was like, you know what, I need a break. I need a break from a lot. I need a break. I need a mental break, and it did good. I'm still trying to learn who I am and get it together, because you know, sometimes we think we know who we are, but you really don't know who you are. You really don't know who you are. So I am trying to still learn who I am as a person, and you know, still do all the things that it's meant for me to do, but plan accordingly to who Tasha is. Yes. How it's gonna work for me.
Yes.
So what I did say was, you know, I learned about myself during that little time. So I was doing that. Just wanted to know, you know, what are some things that I can improve? What are things that I can change? What are things I know I'm not gonna be able to change? So how do I emphasize on that and make it, you know, make it into a positive aspect, or, you know, just who am I in general? So I did a lot of, you know, self-growth, a lot of thinking. You know, basically, like I told you, I did a mental break. I had to regroup. I had to come back and like, let's get it together, girl. Like, what's going on? So during that time frame, when I had the mental break, I met this lady, and you know, she kind of brought to my attention. We were, you know, even let's back up before that. I've always wanted to get into this whole ministry thing, and a lot of people think it's ministry more of like preaching. Not even preaching, just kind of ministering, fellowship, and getting people together and just keeping people together. Because I love that. I love talking to people. I love being around people. I just love being positive. How can I change that person's outlook on life?
Right.
And so I've always wanted to have, you know, a woman fellowship. And so it's just been hard because it's like you want to make things great, but you don't know where to start from. So it's kind of like a business. You have these ideas up here, but you're like, I want to have it like this. Right. You don't want to take the necessary steps and the losses and all the negative things that may come with it, the trials, tribulations, the downfall. You just want it to be great, right? And so I'm always keep putting it off because I'm like, I just want it to be like this. I want to jump over all the steps. So anyway, time goes on, progresses, and apparently God is like, look, this is what you need to do. So I met a lady. Right before I met the lady, I was handed down to take over a book club. And I was like, me of all people? And I love this book club, guys, because this book club is a part of my church. It's a fellowship program. We get together, we read a book once a month, and we just kind of emphasize on that book. Not necessarily even the book, but what's going on in the book and how does our life kind of surround those chapters. And so I was, you know, the lady that actually started it, she was doing it for almost like 8 years, and she was like, hey, you know, God told me to hand this down to you. And I think you should use it as a form of ministry. And I was like, what? So it was presented to me again that you need to start some type of woman fellowship with these. And then the book club was mostly, well, obviously, all women. And so, you know, again, I prolonged it because I was trying to think about it. A couple months later, I was introduced to that lady. What she was talking about, she was trying to start a women's fellowship. And so, happened, we just kind of got together and was like, wait a second, we're just talking. And she was like, oh, we want to start the same thing. So we got into doing some things together. Now that still didn't go the way I wanted to go. So God is still saying, you came in, her purpose was for me to learn what I need to do. And he still wants me to do it on my own. So it's kind of like, you can't use the lady, you gotta do your own thing. So I'm right now, I'm on my own. I still am over the book club. We actually have an event coming up. So if anybody is in Orlando, Florida, you definitely are welcome. You do have to RSVP with me first, so because we do private homes, so it is an event where we come out. It's gonna be a potluck, and we're going to be doing the book on five love languages by Gary Chapman.
Okay, I haven't read that book.
Yeah, because everybody has a different love language.
I know that's what I'm starting to learn to understand.
A lot of people have different love languages. So if you guys are, you want to learn a little bit more, you are welcome to come out and do that. So we're doing that next month. We kind of get together every month, and I'm trying to change it a little bit from what it used to be. So that's one thing I got into, just to kind of bring the ministry together. Another thing is basically while I was away on my little venture, I decided to say, what are some of my passions? What are the things I want to do? So I'm starting to venture out and just learning that, you know what I mean? Like, what can I do that's going to make me happy? That's hard, guys, because we think sometimes we're making ourselves happy, but you're really not.
Right.
Sometimes you're trying to please somebody else, and I'm still having a hard time with that.
Right.
And so now I am that venture off. I'm like, all right, collect yourself, and what's going to make you happy? So I'm trying to figure all that out. Again, I could do ministry all day. I can help other women, make them happy, but who's gonna make me happy?
Right.
Who's gonna ask me if I'm alright? Happy. So that was some of the things I did. And then during that time, while I was doing that, I came up with this business plan, this company in my head, and which is called 3-30. And 3-30 came about one day when I was just like, you know what? I'm so tired of people. We want to do things, but it's like everybody feels like they can't. There's certain things you just can't do. And I'm like, we could do anything we want to do. And this goes back to like Nipsey. Like, he had a mindset, he had a dream. In that song, and that's what I love about that song, he said that, he threw some things into the universe and it came right back. And so I was like, you put anything out there and put your mind to it, and if you keep saying it over and over again, it's going to come to you. So if something's meant for you, you have to do it, right? And so 3-30, which for a lot of people, they don't know, it's my birthday. I wanted something that kind of went with me. So 3-30, March 30th, the day I was born, and I just felt like, why not? It's a merchandise company, so I'm going to be selling merchandise, and the clothing, all the merchandise that I sell, I want all of some of the, percentage to go to, like, the domestic violence, anything that I feel like I want to participate and help. I want a percentage to go to that, to donate to these people, because there are a lot of people out there that need help, and I just feel like, what can I do to help? Sometimes we feel like we can't do much, but I just feel like anything, I can make anything happen. So definitely, be on the lookout. Running the business is hard.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of money. It's dedication. It's time.
It is. So I've been working on that. So be on the lookout for the merchandise. Definitely want everybody's support, and I think it was a cool idea. I don't know. I shouldn't say I don't know where it's gonna go, because in my mindset, once it was already planted in me, it's gonna go far. So it's definitely something that I want to do. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it, and it's, for me, it affects everybody. It's based on having one voice and us all speaking together and helping one another. So that's what I've just been basically doing, and just trying to live my life. But that's it. Just concentrating on myself, guys, and just trying to love myself more. And I feel like I put out so much for everybody else that people forgot about me. Nobody asked me like, hey, you good? Because I'm the one that always makes sure everybody else is good. And I'm always a strong person. But I had a moment where I was like, man, I need to take a break. I don't take a break, I'm about to pull these tracks out. Because, so yeah. So I took a break, and it's okay.
It's okay to take a break. Yeah.
It's okay to take a mental break.
It's good that you're back. I'm happy you're back. And hopefully you're back and it's better. And I'm happy you took the time out. I honestly wasn't upset. Like, I understood. I didn't know in depth all the things that you were going through, but I knew you were going through things, and I knew you felt like you needed that. And for you to step away, I knew it was something you really needed. You know, like, for you to come to that final decision.
And it was hard. It was hard because this is my thing, guys. I love people. I love tea. So I just was like, I want to be. I was forcing myself too, but man, I heard people tell me like, man, you look kind of like sad. I'm like, really? I don't want to look that way, because I'm normally a happy person. So I'm naturally this way. This is me. So this allows me to be me. So when I start looking like I'm not being me, then it's a problem. People start noticing. So
if you go through something else, though,
if I go through something, I'm sharing with everybody. I'm asking everybody.
We're gonna have to figure it out. But welcome Tasha back, y'all. So she is back on the set. So we have a lot of things that we talked about that we're gonna do, that we want to do. Look out for us on April 20th. I believe April 20th.
You don't remember, huh? You don't even remember the date.
I do remember. It's April 20th.
Okay.
April 20th, we will be live at Lux Fashion Show. So for those of you guys, so shout out to Mateen.
Hey, Mateen.
Thanks for the opportunity. So those who won't be able to make the show, we will be live only for the beginner half. When people coming up, we're gonna be talking style, fashion, blogging, all kinds of stuff. So
you haven't got your
look
ticket,
out for us.
And get your outfit,
because it's going to
I don't
be
know what outfit I'm fitting, but
popping.
somebody better find me an outfit, honey, because I'm gonna have to get a whole new outfit for this body, honey. But yeah, I'm gonna be popping too. So I want y'all to get your outfit to come on.
Yes. So, and also I wanted to shed some light. I finally dropped my documentary. It's been a year now. I didn't want to drop it because it was...
You was critiquing it.
Yeah, and the sound, it was... I did not have the proper mic for the project. Well, I had a mic, but because of... the camera that I went out there with wasn't acting right, so I had to purchase another camera, and the camera was not compatible with the mic. So the sound quality was not what's up, and we ended up having to use the bare camera, and the wind really got in the midst of the sound. So I was a little bit disappointed, but guys, I dropped my documentary. It is on YouTube. It's called Made Men documentary. So if y'all could go in and check it out, that would be great. Let me know what y'all think. It's my first time. I had literally, for those who want to critique it and say, yo, you just know that I have never picked up a camera in that way. Guys. Like, I've never picked up a camera. I just woke up one day and said, listen, I'm going to shoot a documentary. And I went off and I just did it. So I literally don't have an eye. I don't have any training. I've never taken any film class or anything. So for me to just pick up and put that together, I really feel like that's for me.
That's big still though.
That's for me. Like, I think I need to be in film.
That's the whole point. That's why we gotta try things. This way you know when you have trial and error how you feel about it.
Yeah, I really, really feel like I need to be in film. I feel like I bodied that project.
And Tasha's a good photographer, guys.
I am.
You know, she takes really good pictures.
I do.
Yeah, you do. So I think if you're already an artist, you know, people say, how does it go with videographer? Somebody that the same thing basically as a photographer.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Photographer is like stand still.
Yeah.
But so it's still the same thing, you know.
Yeah.
You gotta be a good photographer. Good photographer, be a good videographer.
Yeah.
And vice versa. So
well, I
can't
don't think
no pictures.
You can't.
No, so nobody.
Listen. Go watch my documentary, y'all. Go watch my documentary on YouTube. The link is on my page. Just support it. You know, again, it's not a project that I just literally knew what I was doing, but I feel like for someone who didn't know what they was doing, I really put together a good picture. I really do. I love it. And shout out to Austin Arnett, who edited the project for me. Legitly, after I filmed it, I was like, damn, I don't even have an editor. Like, I don't know who's gonna edit this film, because I was new to editing. So I was on a plane coming back from Jersey, and I fell asleep on the plane, and I woke up like 20 minutes before it was time to land, and I looked to my right, and the dude had a laptop editing, and I'm like, oh shit, you an editor? He was like, yeah. I was like, oh, word? I got a project. So that's how I met the guy that edited my video. So but basically he did a good job. He did a good job putting my vision together, and I love it. So if you haven't seen the documentary, it got a few views. I mean, it got 50 views. I'm excited. So
that's a lot.
It is a lot, right?
For somebody to talk about, I know what they're doing.
I don't know what I was doing. Well, what did you watch it?
I didn't get to watch all of it.
Okay, but from what you've seen, right? From what you saw so far, what is your
I told you it's been good. So she already let me look at some of the stuff because she was critiquing herself from way back. So I already told her that the stuff was good. Like, I already told you it was good. It was good when you was doing the little choppy pieces. It was good.
Yeah.
It was that's a real film. That's the real deal. It had that real feel to it.
It had a real feel.
Yeah.
That's it. I just want to know what y'all think.
If
y'all watch it, please reach out to me. Let me know what y'all think. Give me some advice, equipment advice, because I do want to do another documentary. Because my thing, I like raw. I like raw
That's
things.
what it seemed like to me.
Yeah, like I don't like
film.
Yeah, I'm not into. I love when I'm watching.
I get it. You want it to be clean.
Yeah, but I want it to rawly clean, right? And so I want to do another one, but I still want that raw feel. I love the only thing about it that I absolutely wasn't feeling was the sound with like the wind quality, because I didn't have the proper mics. But that's what happened.
I was gonna say that's probably the mic. So
yeah, I didn't have a mic, period. But shout out to C Black, Carrie Black, for allowing me to come into his space and get a piece of his world, and follow him around, and I was on his coattail, like with that camera. I don't play, like I love the camera, I really do. So it was an awesome experience, and again, for somebody who has no training whatsoever, I feel like I did a pretty decent job.
You gotta give yourself some credit.
Yeah, I gotta give myself some credit.
And that's how you learn too. So when you watch the first film, you'll learn from the second film, the third film.
So I'm ready to film my second one. I am, but the equipment.
So you gonna do my documentary?
You need a doc? Because I'm ready, but you
charge me.
Yes. Anybody. If I do another doc, is getting charged to the game, honey. Because let me tell you something. It was a lot of work. That's dedicated, like Nipsey said, dedication.
It takes time.
Like we filmed that in 3 days, and you have to go to all these different sceneries, atmospheres. You want to see my elementary school? We gotta go there. The corner stores, college, anywhere that people feel like their story needs to be told. So we legitly slept none at all. Them 3 days, it was legitly about recording that documentary.
And that's crazy how it takes all that time. You put it together, make like a 15 to 20 or 30 minute
Yes,
film.
it's crazy.
You gotta pull that stuff together, like.
Yes, yeah, and it was 3 days.
Anything I know takes a lot, so that takes a lot of time.
Right, so 3 days of just filming and walking the streets, filming, taking, we got to get out there to get the street views that I wanted, the different atmospheres that I wanted, different scenes, so that it doesn't look like, okay, y'all just at the same place, So it was so much fun though. Like I can talk about this forever because I was super passionate about that project, and my stomach was in knots when I dropped it. I literally was nauseous because I was like, now the world can see it and they have negative things to say, whatever. It's just like, I don't know if I was ready, but I'm happy I
people gonna have negative things to say anyway, so
it's fine, but whatever. So yes, as I said, go check me out on YouTube under the Traveling Pants of a Single Mom. What is it? TTPOASM. And yes, the abbreviation is too long, but the link is on my page, my YouTube page, my Facebook page.
Change your name.
No.
She's named Tasha Tosh.
We should Tasha.
Tasha too.
And we back. I miss you though.
I know I play too much.
You do play too much. Don't do that no more. But we talked about a bunch of things that we have in store.
Yes.
We want to be more personable. We're gonna be out in the community more.
We're coming to you now.
We're coming to you. So guys, hit us up with like whatever your business is, whatever the case may be. You want to show.
And we will come to you. We want to come out there. We want to see your business. We want to see what you do, and we want to present it to the world. So we know you got advertising, but this is on us. We want to come out. We want to get to experience what you do on a daily basis. So why not?
Absolutely. That's what's up.
I love it.
I'm excited. I'm excited for April 20th because that's gonna be a different experience. You know what I'm saying? Like being out there. So we're gonna be live April 20th again.
April 20th
for Luxe Fashion Show.
At 8 p.m.
8 p.m. I'm getting my hair done that day too. So
you ain't wearing nothing.
Girl, it's time. Y'all don't think it's time? Talene said it's time for me to take these out.
You should leave them with this. That's it, girl.
Oh no. I don't think. I wouldn't lock. This is too much. It's too much. It's like too much. You know, and I gotta change my hair up. If I keep this in, how I'm gonna change I can't even get, you know how some people say you could do a sew-in and you could do a sew-in over your dreads. Yeah. There would be no sew-ins. There's nothing I can do over this. This is too
You
thick.
don't even get sew-ins.
I'm gonna start. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna get bundles, y'all. I never got bundles before. I had tweeted it the other day. I'm on Twitter now, y'all. But I had tweeted it the other day that I'm gonna get bundles at the end of the summer for the first time. I'm gonna rock bundles.
She's feeling herself.
I'm feeling myself.
Got a little thick
I'm feeling myself. I did get a little thick, y'all. I'm trying. Listen, I think I'm gonna also bring y'all in on this weight gain journey. Weight gain journey. I'm on a journey to gain,
and I'm on a journey to lose it. So
we
out there
we
again.
can bring them on the journey. We could go to the gym.
Can we get like one like personal trainer that could show her like how to gain weight and then like how I lose it?
Yeah, I think I didn't got a little thing. Let me show how.
Who's out there bad like that? Oh yeah, she. I ain't finna get up and show nothing.
Yeah. Do y'all think I got a little thick? Nah, I don't think so.
I ain't even gonna get up and show y'all how thick I got.
Oh yeah, you need to show them how thick. Tasha got thick. Look, go ahead, Tasha, show them. Look, my home. Yes, Tasha. Yes. Drop it and bring it either. Drop it and bring it either. Tasha went. Left the scene, came back and got thick.
This snake, honey. This weight though, honey. This need to come off because I can't wear my heels.
You look good though.
My heels.
What? Let me get a poll. What y'all feel? Y'all feel Tasha look good? What? I know y'all know she look good. So
please tell me I look bad.
Anyway,
don't even lie.
So she done left, got thick, came back. And here we go.
Summertime coming. Yeah, somebody's got to come off.
I'm gonna be summertime fine. I'm gonna be summertime fine because I'm not playing. I'm finna get back in the gym.
Whatever I lose, I'll give it to you.
Please, I need it. I need it. I think I want to gain like 10 more pounds. So I think I'm gonna bring the world in on this weight gain journey because everybody wants to talk about their weight loss, and it's good. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it. But my journey is different. And I feel like there are a lot of women out there that want to gain weight and can't. So we need a face for that journey. And I feel like I could be the face for that weight gain journey. So I'm about to start documenting my weight gain journey. I'm going to start like bringing y'all in on what I'm eating because I started the journey about 2-3 years ago. Maybe 2 years ago, I'm gonna say 3. About 2 years ago, I started my weight gain journey. So guys, I was like extremely underweight.
Yeah, I see that picture.
Okay.
Sorry.
Tasha, I ain't asked you.
I'm sorry. That was so weird. It wasn't mean, but I was like, oh my God, what?
Okay.
She needed some food, y'all.
Okay,
sorry. I need some food.
I was extremely underweight, and as with
she was cute then too, though. She was cute.
With Tasha's reaction, you know that it was
cute.
But I was underweight, and I was tired of being that underweight. So I started my journey, and for those who are trying to gain weight, I don't know if you've ever heard of this syrup. It's called amphetamine. It's like an appetite increaser. Is it increaser? Stimulator. Appetite stimulator, and it allows you to, you know, consume more than what you normally would consume. So I started the journey, but I was eating all bad foods, like carbs, like crazy, and I gained, but my stomach was out of control. Like I was looking like I was 3 months pregnant. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Just drink some porridge and...
No, don't do that. I was looking like I was 3 months pregnant. And did the live end? Oh no, it didn't. So now I trimmed down. I got the stomach away.
She look bomb, y'all.
I got the stomach away, and now
sexy.
Yeah. So I got the stomach away, and now I'm gonna get back in the gym. I'm gonna start back eating. I wouldn't say high carb food, but protein and stuff like that. And I'm gonna hit the gym hard to try to just tone it or whatever. So I'm gonna bring people in on that journey because, you know, there's, like I said, there's a lot of Any women out there that's trying to gain weight, but they just don't know where to start. And when I started talking about I'm gonna start going to the gym, people was getting on me like, gym?
Oh, you know, people get offended.
Gym? Yeah, gym. This is what the gym did for me. I put on some weight, got some muscle going.
Take a lot of the protein. And,
yes.
Yeah.
So I started that journey, so I'm gonna bring y'all in, and maybe we could just do something with that where you're on your separate journey. But
I don't want to work out though, so I don't know how it's gonna work.
Okay, see, she lazy. I can't deal.
I don't want to work out. So somebody can find something, move some way. I don't want to work out. But I've been drinking this tea that I got. The little tea that you drink, it make you sweat.
I can't. You got to do more than that, Tasha. You literally have to do more than that.
As soon as I'm done, I'm about to eat my Kit Kat. The rest of my Kit Kat.
You know what? She ain't serious about life. She ain't serious about life. How you gonna talk about you want to lose weight, but as soon as you done, you want to eat your Kit Kat?
Getting old is bad. I mean, when I was young, I could eat them Kit Kats.
I'm old too, so we on the same journey. But guys, that's it. I mean, we really didn't have much to say, but to just introduce Tasha back to the podcast. And just look out for us. I mean, I want to have a different vibe, a different feel. Let us know what you want to see. Let us know what you want to hear. Because we want to be relatable to the people that's watching. So just let us know what it is that you want to see and hear as we are out there in the world. Because pretty soon we're going to be out there and we're going to be doing more stuff out in the community, being more hands-on. And so we want to know what you guys want to see, what you guys want to hear. You got anything else to say?
No, that's it.
So we're going to close it out with us listening to us, our little Nipsey. Like we said, rest in peace. Dedication.
That's it. LA swag.
Dedication. Rest in peace to my boy Nipsey. Gone but not forgotten.
That's it, Kelly. Lean back.
Yes. Gone but not forgotten. It's crazy how they took this man life like that. My brother, he was like, I'm taking this hard. You know, like,
I feel bad for
yeah. So we're gonna close out again. Look out for us. Rest in peace to our boy Nipsey. Let's stay strong, stay motivated, stay dedicated, stay pushing,
right.
Stay grinding, stay doing what you do. Don't let people talk you out of what you want to do, because if you do, you're never going to do nothing.
Keep your dreams to yourself. See you getting them popping, because you got dream killers out there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for listening to the Traveling Pants, and we out.